I request Mr. Sasang Vaiphei, President of the KSO General Headquarters. I will.
Thank you so much. If you don't mind, I will take the liberty to speak in English. That is the only way which we can communicate, because it may be my mistaken also. I'm very poor in speaking Manipuri, Meitei, as I'm mainly based in Shillong. That's why I have this shortage. That's my shortcoming also. I keep on learning Manipuri, and hopefully after 2-3 years, who knows, I'll be very fluent in speaking Manipuri also. And then, respected today moderator Pu Khaidem Mani, senior advocate, former chairperson MHRC, and then our resource person Dr. K. Narendra, Professor Department of Biostatistics, RIMS, and then Dr. Yumnam Premananda, HOD of Law Manipur University. And then at the meantime, I show my gratitude to my counterpart, Disham President Pu Lamyan Ba. Because of him, I could turn up today. And then if not, I have no knowledge also. And then this type of discussions, I really want to take part also. And then this is the beginning of our building up emotional integrity. This is what I see at this current issue in Manipur. Before I come to NRC, I could see that there is a lack of emotional integrity and distrust within the peoples of Manipur. And then this is the reason why we always speak about the, dissecting or sidelining some particular section or communities. To bridge up all this type of discussion and sit together, I think this is the solution and the right part. So this, I appreciate the organizer very much, and then Disam and his team, their team. And then coming to directly to the NRC issues, I have no issue and I have no objection regarding this, because this is the constitutional right, if I'm not mistaken, given by the government of India in 1951 to identify who are illegals, who are illegal citizens staying in India. I think this is after the partitions of India and Pakistan, to identify the Pakistanis and then to give a permanent citizenship status to the Indians. So this is the NRC objective. And then the second time that NRC has been launched in India, is implemented in India, is Assam, if I'm not mistaken. And then Manipur is running for the third. And then for the Northeast, we are supposed to be the second if we are going to implement NRC. And then looking into the pros and cons of the NRC, we have seen lots of impact. I want to come into these logical conclusions, and then I want to put up some pros and cons. If we come into emotional judgment, we always saying and banging the table that we like NRC. But we never speak about the cons, the negative part of the NRC. To get a better judgment, why don't we put some part of the negativity part also? That's my point. Look, it doesn't mean that I know everything, but what my knowledge, and after analyzing some Google search and then Wikipedias and some notes we have been put up in internet, that we could find that still now NRC in Assam, we don't have a final conclusion, a final judgment from the Supreme Court, if I'm not mistaken. And then those who are being delisted, 19 lakhs, even the government of India and Assam has no idea where to put it. And then more than 30 lakhs are being, deregistered as citizens of Indians, and then more than 10 lakhs has been registered as Indian citizens again. So there's lots of loopholes is there. And then when coming into Manipur, we are multi-ethnic state. Like Laos and Filipinos and Thailands and Vietnams, we have multi-ethnicities. Within the Kukis, within the Nagas also, we have it. Within the Valley brothers also, we have it. So when it comes to real implementation, there will be lots of complexity will be there. First, mistaken identity will be there, if I'm not mistaken. One of our guest speakers are some monks, I think. He touched the line. So mistaken identity will be a problem within us, which I could feel it. Example, 7-year dissertation in Manipur, we have the history. So those people who are staying in the Silchar and then Kolkata and Guwahati, they don't have the citizenship status of Manipur anymore. What are we going to do with that? Whereas the cousins of those peoples are still here in Manipur. And then likewise, Kukis in Cabo Valley, we have it. And then we have it Nagas also. And then even Katem, which are known as Métis in Cabo Valley also. So we have it, all these sorts of cousins problems. To be frank, this is a cousin issues. The Manipur have it. And then the partition of this Manipur and India is not done by the Manipur government. It is not done by the Indian government also. So it's done by the British government. So we looking into the further assumption and our political objective that we have it. So how much impact we are going to have it? And if the impact has negatively concluded, how are we going to solve it? And then here, what I could find out is xenophobia, if I'm not mistaken. This xenophobia is the virus or the crux of the instruments or the materials that attacking us. And then it convinces our rational power into emotional. So this emotional subject cannot be reliable if it comes to a judgment. So it will come outly into a strict judgment again. So this strict judgment, even the Supreme Court has said that the strict judgment cannot be justified. So I want to put it rather a rational thought than emotional. So apart from that, I just want to put it at some point again regarding Cabo Valley. Cabo Valley is a Manipuri term, if I'm not mistaken, that given to the Shan peoples. And then there, who are they living in the Cabo Valleys? And then where is our 500 Shika? All these things. If we have the right to compensate 500 Shika every month, the land is belong to us, and then the people reside there are the Manipur peoples. Like the Mizos, the Kukis, and then the Nagas, and then the Khethe peoples. And then this is the reason why we are having a Chandel and these Myanmar issues influxing, illegal influxing. If Manipur was, if Cabo Valley was not once upon a time belongs to Manipur, then this influx will not be happen. That is a logical, conclusion also can be drawn out there. So whatever happened is happened. Now there is a political boundary. We are being divided. Then Cabo Valley, we already give out to the Myanmar and then exchange with Adabar Nicobar Island. So we accept it. People who are staying there, coming to Indian side, we call it illegal influx. Still, we could not term them as refugees. We don't have the right to keep them, this also. As per Ministry of Home Affairs given these terms. So, this illegal influx we also call it them as illegal influx. Because they don't have the status and rights that we are having. So, to carve them out, like from the Myanmar, like from the Chittagong Hill Tracts or from the Bangladeshi, from the Nepal and Myanmar, we have no issue. We call it these people illegal influx as illegal influx like the way others call it. So there is no sideline, there is no emotional attacking or sidelining particular section of the community should not be there. This is my humble request to the main Valley CSOs. So, my assumption and my advice and my request is that if we keep on sitting together like this, all sorts of issues, table discussion is the solution and is the right platform to chalk out all those unnecessary issues that we are having. And then finally, the last is, our sir has mentioned something about ILP. ILP, we are going to have a train station in Imphal if we are lucky. This time we are going to have lots of influxing issues. Unprecedented issues will be coming up. At that time we are having ILP. And then to assist the ILP issues, we are having NRC. This is which I find out. To assist the ILP, NRC is important. So I stand along with that. But the way we implement ILP, I have lots of objection calls from our neighboring states. Like Mizoram I have called, from Meghalaya I have called. Even personally they talk to me. if they let us assign ILP form in the airport and or in the surface road, we are also able to do it. Those Manipuris staying in Shillong and Aijon, we can do it. That is the negative impact comments that are coming from our neighboring state. But what I told to them is that, look, recently we are being launching ILP, but after getting to know educates of what is the meaning of ILP, there will be normalization of implementing ILP within at least the Northeast state. There will be some consideration. That is what I told to them, but they feel really hard. We are also having this provision, but we accept it, Northeastern state, as Northeastern people, by looks, by physical appearance, by biological looks also. We know that this doesn't come from mainland or from this and that. So how could they let us fill up an ILP form in the airports and on the roads? That is the sentiment that hurts our neighboring state. So what our sir has said is correct. We demand something, and then we want to grab it. Mode of implementation should be also check it out in the local level. That is what I want to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sasang.